Hi guys. So an interesting thing happened today, and this kind of picks up off of one point from my previous video. So we were talking about all these major video platforms and kind of how their pricing strategy should be. And so today I actually went to pick up a few clothes for my daughter, and now even the stores themselves are offering these loyalty programs, which when you break it down, they're basically subscription programs, right? Kind of like what Prime is, from Amazon, and what Netflix does. And that got me thinking, it's like pretty much everything around us now is based on a subscription type model. I own a bunch of websites, they're on a subscription model, except it's on a yearly basis. And of course, you could pay for it monthly too. Um, in case you buy additional storage, from Google or from Apple, that's on a subscription model. If you purchase any apps online, those are on subscription models. Loyalty programs, yes, do get a lot of benefits and whatnot, but they're also on subscription models. When we first moved to this city, we did not have a mode of transportation, so we were actually able to rent a vehicle on a subscription model. So, I understand that, there have been other pricing strategies that people have tried to experiment with, in terms of pay as you go or whatnot. But what it completely comes down to is at the end of the day, pretty much everybody works on a subscription model. And, I haven't seen, any major successful, program that isn't one. In case you guys know of anyone that actually has been successful on a pay-as-you-go model or any other non-subscription based strategy, please let me know because I would really love to know. But the interesting thing is, every little thing. Um, so even within subscription, you do have different models too, right? I mean, you can have a flat rate subscription model. You can have a base rate plus, depending on what features you're offering, you can have, add-ons to those. And of course, yes, especially in the telco world, subscription is something that is quite common, but then along with that comes a lot of issues in terms of letting the customer know, and then the number of times that they're actually reached out to, the different modes that you can reach out to them, and a lot of regulators have also restricted the number of times that you can actually reach out to customers now. So but having said that, when you look at all the major, companies around the world, and I mean what they're doing, whether it is Jumia, in Africa with their Prime, whether it is Amazon, with Prime, with Netflix, Google, Microsoft, Adobe, um, all these platforms. I mean, they all work on a freemium and then move on to a subscription model. So if you ask me, I mean, is this something that is gonna stick? The answer is yes. I think the only difference is gonna be the duration. So instead of having, let's say, like weekly or monthly packs, you're probably gonna have longer term packs, like 3 months, 6 months, or a year, so that the customer pays for it up front, and then it also increases the lifetime value of that customer. Um, it reduces the number of times that you're actually able to that you need to actually touch the customer, because these days, I mean, I'll take my own example. Just because I signed up for some course online and I actually shared my number, within the next, I would say, 3 days, I ended up getting so many different messages, unsolicited messages from other places, that I didn't even sign up for, and I didn't even know that they existed, right? So one way, I mean, I know that's a different topic, which will, D&D is something that, we'll touch probably in a separate topic. But then the whole point is the number of messages that you get. And what I'm talking about is just SMS. But now with, the number of different modes that you can actually reach out to customers, through WhatsApp, through email, through SMS, through whatever. So, having a longer term validity pack reduces the number of messages, at least for those services that they're actually subscribed to, thereby increasing your NPS score, reducing customer irritation and so on. So it does have a lot of benefits. And I mean, it's not something that is widely used right now, but by the looks of it, I think that would also slowly trickle down into the telco world. So if you guys feel any differently, or you have any other thoughts on this, please do share. I would love to have a discussion with anybody about this. um, so yeah, I mean, subscription is definitely the way it's gonna go. Now, I mean, if you can, at the end of the day, like everything around you is basically a subscription. If you have an insurance policy, you're paying for it for a year. Guess what? That's a subscription. If you're I mean, all your online, content consumption, websites, those are, on there. Loyalty programs, be it airlines, travel, hotels, anything, they're all on that subscription model. And, that's pretty much, the way it's going to be, because now you even see, car manufacturers offering, a lease is basically a subscription, right? It's just for 3 years, and you have to pay, an X amount, every month. And even if you look at some of the rental agencies and whatnot, they're following the same thing. So this is pretty much, the way it's gonna be, except for the validity period. And if there's any other information, otherwise, please do share. So that's it for this one. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.